What the hell has Tad done to your mother? Other than convince her to ruin her life? Great. She's gone.
Another Chandler Productions blackmail film? Why don't you see for yourself?
7, 8, 10.
So pure and so perfect. Makes all the bad stuff go away. Even if it's for just a short while.
Valentine's Day.
Back at you.
Ryan, are we okay? What happened at the police station? Is Jonathan in jail?
Would you feel better if he was?
I'd feel better if this whole mess went away. It kills me to see you so upset.
I'm fine. It's my brother that I'm worried about. They crashed with him last night.
So he wasn't arrested?
No, not yet. No charges yet. Bianca gives her statement today.
But can they charge him with freaking her out?
He wanted to do it.
He told you that?
He admitted that to me. That he wanted to scare Bianca to punish her for Maggie leaving him.
That's so...
I know. God, it's like, I'm doing everything in my power to hang on to my little brother, but my grip just keeps slipping.
Ryan, you can't hold him up all by yourself.
I gotta get changed. Okay, I gotta get Jonathan back to the police station.
Well, I'll go with you.
No, it's okay. You don't have to.
No, I want to.
Does that mean no more thinking Jonathan poisoned you?
I want to be there. More than anything.
But
This is Jonathan's.
he went through his stuff, the stuff that he left at Maggie's?
I need answers. I need to feel safe again. Do you have any idea who B is?
I gotta get back to the station.
Ryan, I'm your wife, no matter what.
Hey, you know what? Jonathan is waiting downstairs for me in the car.
Well, I'll follow in my car, but I'm going.
I'm glad that you got some one-on-one time with Miranda. She even made you smile. That's something I haven't seen in a while. Well, yeah, something that I haven't done in a while. But I guess this little munction has that effect on me, don't you? Oh, gosh! What's here? Coming!
Anita the Nanita, reporting for duty.
Thank you for coming on such short notice.
Oh, no problem.
And you, little munchy, let's go get you changed and ready for your big day. I'll be right back, guys. Come here.
Maggie, I'm sorry.
Can I go first?
Please.
I am so sorry.
Maggie, stop right there. Okay, you can go first as long as you don't apologize. You did nothing wrong. I've seen this happen so many times to so many women.
I lashed out to so many people who were trying to help me. And if it weren't for you and Aiden, I would probably be known as Mrs. Jonathan Levy right now, and it's beyond embarrassing.
What Jonathan did, it was brutal and sadistic. But as long as you believe that this was your fault, you're giving the bad guy all the power and all the control.
Forgot about that video. Forgot about that whole day, actually.
Yeah, well, there's got to be 100 more like that. How many times do you think you fell off that skateboard? 1 million pushing it?
It's not my fault. You suck as a coach.
Tony Hawk couldn't teach you how to skateboard. Your most prolific move was a front-side faceplant.
We were tight.
Yeah, it's funny. Wasn't so long ago. Just a lifetime.
It doesn't have to be, JR. I need an answer. And you think that we can step up those moves like we did on the video? Because we can stop Buchanan and save that little boy. Are you ready to work with me and Babe?
Look, if Mama's with Tad, I'm sure she's fine.
Okay, well, thank you, madam, for an incredible evening. As expected, you're outrageous.
Well, yeah, I did borrow a street sign, but what are they going to do, arrest me?
No. That's freaking hilarious. Crystal, come on, let's go home.
I just got here.
We really need to talk. So
Well-
come on, let's get back to the cabin.
Unless you're going to snag me a matching dead-end sign, then I don't think there's anything to talk about.
I haven't seen you this happy in forever, Mama.
Well, thanks to Tad here, my last night as a free woman was one for the record books.
Wait, whoa. Your last night as a free woman, the trial date hasn't even been set yet.
That's right. So why don't you ask Twinkle Toes Martin here what he talked your mother into?
All right, stop. David, Tad didn't talk me into diddly, all right? It was all my idea, and I think it was a heck of a good one, if I must say so myself.
Wait, does somebody maybe want to tell me what's going on here?
Babe, I'm gonna give myself up to the DA today. I'm gonna make a deal. I'm hoping to go to prison so that you can go free.
All My Children on ABC, brought to you by Pedialyte, first choice of pediatricians for preventing dehydration from diarrhea.
I just don't understand why they can't come here and take your statement.
Maggie, please don't stress about this.
I'm gonna be fine. I will be at the police station. Uncle Jack and Ryan will be there. I mean, you can't get much safer than that.
No, it's not cool. I don't think that you should be near Jonathan after what he tried to do to you. Okay? How about I go with you?
Oh, Maggie, no, I'm not gonna let you go. You're the one that's supposed to be steering clear of Jonathan.
Well, you said that it doesn't get much safer than the police station, right? Come on, if I go with you, then we can at least protect each other.
Sounds familiar.
We have a deal?
Jailhouse gets a new inmate tonight.
How is you in prison good for anyone? Because in return, the DA goes easy on you and your daddy. Okay? Probation, maybe community service as a suspended sentence.
Wait, while you just rot in prison for God knows how long, it could be forever. This is no solution. I'm sorry. And what, you couldn't talk her out of this?
No, he's going to dance her all the way to a prison cell.
No, David, but I just might do a tap number in your head if you keep it up.
Oh, come on, keep laughing, Tad. After all, it's only Crystal showing her hand to the DA without so much as a clue as to whether or not he's going to accept her stupid deal. Now, this is a classic Martin move all the way.
As much as I realize that self-sacrifice is a completely foreign concept to you, and as much as this might surprise you, I'm not exactly ecstatic about the idea of Crystal going to prison.
Oh, I could tell. So what did you do? You took her out partying all night? What, was that going to talk
Why
some
don't you
sense
shut
to
up?
her?
Aren't you supposed to be at home fondling a test tube or
No,
something?
This is wasting my... Crystal.
No, let her talk to Babe. She needs to do this.
Babe, I know this isn't our dream solution. But it's the best one we got. So I need you to be strong. Honey, it's better than ketchup soup 3 times a day in Bolton before rent's due.
I'm not going to let you do this.
Well, then I'm going to have to remind you who the mama is here and who the babe is. Honey, this mess started with me. I felt terrible about it ever since it started, and now it's going to end with me.
How is this even a solution, you going to jail for what we did to Miranda? I'm still the one that kidnapped James.
There is a very good chance you're going to get off on those charges. Honey, that jury would be cold-hearted enough to sentence a mama for kidnapping her own child. Now, when it comes to Miranda, they're not going to be so sympathetic. Honey, they will throw you to the lions just to see you torn in half. Now, it's my fault that you kept Bianca's baby in the first place, and so I'm the one who should have to pay.
But right now, today?
Yes. Because I have to play this hand before your custody hearing. Honey, I would serve 100 years if it meant you having a life with your little boy.
What about Tad? I mean, just when you two are just getting back on track, you're going to throw that all away?
We had a perfect night, okay? We laughed and we danced, and for a second there, it almost felt like we were getting back on track. And that's a lot more than a lot of women ever get in their whole lifetime. But that's what's going to get me through. That and the thought of you and little James.
I want that so much.
Then you listen to me. You be strong. And you fight. You fight like I always taught you. And please just make sure my little grandbaby knows how much I love you both, okay? You do that. Because as long as I know that you're both happy and you're both healthy, forget prison bars. My heart will fly free.
Yeah, it feels like we never left, all right?
I'm gonna grab some coffee. Want some?
No, thank you.
Jonathan, you? Caffeine fix?
No, I'm fine, but thanks, Greenlee. I really appreciate it. I could have scored some major points if you'd made a quick stop at that donut shop.
Hey, how about we chill with the jokes?
Well, come on. You know what they say. If I didn't laugh, I'd cry. I mean, are we really back here? This whole Bianca incident, just a huge misunderstanding.
You wanted to scare her. You scared her, so what's to misunderstand?
They're acting like I was really going to hurt her, Ryan. I'd never do that. If I could just find Derek, I know I could explain to him that it wasn't...
Wrong. You're not going to explain anything to anybody. I am going to handle this.
Bianca, thanks for coming down.
Sure, absolutely.
How are you, kiddo?
Good. I'm ready to do this thing.
Okay, well then let's not waste any more time. This way.
You gonna be okay?
She's gonna be great. I'll be with her.
Thanks, Greenlee.
Now go kick some A in there.
That's it, I'm done. I totally tanked my life, Ryan. How do I get it back?
Hey, you mind if I listen in?
Yeah, I mind. You're not a cop.
And you're not a DA.
Well, I'm a cop, and I agree with Jack, Ryan.
Actually, if it's okay with everybody, I'd like Ryan to be here. I think that he should hear what his brother did, what he put me and my daughter through.
It's okay, Jack. Okay, Bianca, we've established the date and the time, so why don't you just start in on your story? Why don't you tell us what happened when you first saw Jonathan Lavery at the Miranda Center?
Okay, I was actually getting ready to leave. I was going to take my daughter home. And when I looked up, I saw Jonathan standing in the doorway.
Did he say why he was there?
Yeah, he wanted to see me. He held me responsible for Maggie leaving him. Of course, I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to be anywhere near him, but he wouldn't let me leave.
Did he threaten you?
Not blatantly. The words were vague, but the intentions were very, very clear. He blocked the door so that I couldn't go. His voice was very intense. I definitely did not feel safe.
Bianca, did he actually yell at you?
He did, yeah.
Did he become physical with you and Miranda?
He didn't actually touch me, but his presence was very intimidating. He got too close to me, and at one point he did put his hands on Miranda, and he grabbed her stroller so that we couldn't leave. He picked up a hammer, and he threw a chair.
Did it hit you?
No, he didn't throw the chair at me. He threw it across the room. Emotionally, he was all over the place. He mocked me. He humored me. He made me feel very afraid.
That didn't take long. You and Bianca, TLA.
What's that supposed to mean?
True love always. That's what girls like you write in your books, right?
You're such a pig.
Yeah, you were gonna marry me. What does that make you?
Stupid. But I got over you. You're still a pig. And if you go after Bianca, you're a dead pig.
The modern family. Parents who hate each other, kids who are caught in the middle. We've been there before, haven't we, Jamie? Adam Dixie, Tad Brooke. That was one hell of a custody situation. You don't want to repeat that for my son, do you?
You and Babe don't have to be Adam and Dixie. If you play this right, you'll raise your son together. Unless you want Kevin Buchanan to do it for you.
That baby has my DNA.
Yeah, we've been through this, man. Your DNA doesn't mean jack if the judge decides that you're unfit and that the best thing for that boy is to leave him with Buchanan. But if that same judge sees two loving biological parents ready to get past their own problems to give their boy a possibly great life...
Yeah, well, the best life for my son is to live with his father, and Babe is not part of that equation.
You can hate Babe all you want on your own time, but she is his mother, and her DNA counts just as much as yours. So what do you say? Are you willing to make this work?
I'm getting there.
This is ridiculous. I'm going in there. I'm going to take the deal for you and your mother. I could be in cuffs in 10 minutes.
You didn't even do anything but protect Mom.
Yeah, well, the
and me.
police don't have to know that.
You know she'll just tell him over and over again.
While I'm in there spilling my guts, you could have your mother out here convincing her to keep her mouth shut.
You, of all people, should know by now that once Mama's made up her mind to do something, no one's going to stop her from doing it.
Yeah, well, I could have, given half the chance.
There's no way. I tried to stop her and you tried to stop her, and what does she do? She just goes on full speed ahead.
This is old Tad's fault. And then your mother spends the night cavorting with him. And she must have lost every brain cell she ever had.
I'm glad that they had a nice night together, even if it does drive you crazy.
I'm not crazy. I just see it for what it is.
What, romantic?
No, an insult. Tad is throwing your mother a bone because he sees that she's going to be thrown in jail soon. The guy's a total jackass. Why am I the only one that sees that? What? Why are you looking like that?
Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
You're falling for Mama. Just lock me up. Now.
Cuff you and let your daughter and Hayward go free. You're joking, right?
No, sir, that is exactly what I'm asking.
And I should just ignore the fact that you all knew that the kid wasn't a Chandler and that the baby's real mother, Bianca Montgomery, she's one of the most beloved figures in this town. You want me to just overlook that, too?
Well, isn't that what DAs do? Cut deals so you can close cases and save taxpayers money?
Well, we also like to keep the taxpayers happy. And these... just a small sampling of the emails that they have sent me demanding retribution for the pain you caused Erica Kane's sweet daughter. They all want to see all of you incarcerated, Miss Carey. They're looking for front page news.
No, I bet they're not the only ones. You don't give a damn about justice. This is about press.
Just doing my job. Locking up the bad guys.
Jonathan was furious that he lost Maggie, and he decided to take it out on me. His threats were implied. He wanted me to be completely terrified. And he got his wish.
But Bianca, is it possible your fear had more to do with your past than what was going on with Jonathan?
I'm very clear about my past. What happened last night had absolutely nothing to do with Michael Cambias and what he did to me, and everything to do with Jonathan Lavery. He's dangerous.
Have I ever told you how terrifying it was for me when I was on those meds and whacked out of my skull?
No, something tells me you're about to.
I hated myself, Jonathan. I hated the things that I did, the way that I felt. I tried to make sense of it, the struggle, the anger, the urges that I couldn't control. I was trapped inside my own head. I was fighting death, fighting the world, and I felt completely alone.
Must have been awful. Like the good part of you dying over and over again. Until finally you lost the battle.
That's exactly what it was like. That's why I believe the person who drugged me is sick. But I've been there. I've heard the voices, the demons. If that's what you're going through, I'll help you. Just please reach out and we'll take it from there.
All My Children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
Bianca, thank you. I know it couldn't have been easy for you to come down here and relive this.
Well, just as long as we can put this guy away.
Guess my brother's going home. I mean, Bianca just corroborated everything that he said last night. You couldn't arrest him then, so I guess that means you can't arrest him now.
Don't be so sure about that.
You know what I'm talking about, Jonathan. I can see it in your eyes. You're hurting inside just the same way that I was. But this is your chance to beat that. Just tell the cops. Tell Ryan the truth, what you did to Maggie, to Bianca, to me.
What if I'm exactly who I say I am? Just a regular guy who messed up and wants to change.
Isn't it more than that? It's scary to admit to yourself the truth. But I'll help you. I will help you if you'll let me. Just please tell the truth.
He's gonna walk.
Well, we don't like it, but I'm afraid our hands are tied.
Well, I hate it, but I guess I'm not surprised. Jonathan's pretty smart. He knows exactly how much he can get away with and still walk away from all this. The thing that concerns me is now he's free to do it to somebody else.
Not if I have anything to say about it, he isn't.
All right. Well, thank you for trying. Ryan, I'm sorry, but I had to do it.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Maggie, can I have a quick second of your time? I just need to gather some more information on Jonathan.
Go ahead. I'll meet up with you when you're done. Okay?
Actually, Maggie, there's a more pressing reason we wanted you to stay behind. Bianca can't give us what we need to lock Jonathan up, but perhaps you can.
Me. How?
File a complaint. Misdemeanor assault.
You know, the bruise is long gone. Is that gonna...
Maggie, if you do this, I can lock him up. I mean, I don't know how long I can keep him here, but at least I can hold him while I do some more investigating.
Well, if you can't make a stick, then what's the point?
It's another charge for his record, another bit of proof that he's a dangerous man. Look, Maggie, we cannot guarantee that he will walk away from this with anything other than a slap on the wrist. But with his prior offenses and this, we might just be able to put him away.
I don't know.
Well, look, we just kind of threw this at you. Why don't you take a few minutes to think about it, okay?
Save my brother, Maggie. Don't put him in jail.
Yeah, well, you know, Babe's going to prison anyway. Maybe I should just go along with your offer.
I wouldn't bank on Babe doing time.
You sleep better believing that?
Hard time or not, if you agree to this deal, it's got to be legit. No games, no tricks, no sneaking off with a baby to some mystery hiding spot.
So how do we work this? Negotiate for visits, vacations, preschool. What sports Adam Chandler III will play? Is it going to be baseball or skateboarding?
James can pick his own sports.
Huh. My son gets to keep your name.
You know what, that's up to you and Babe to decide. I'm just here to find out if you're in. You say yes, and you and Babe can work out the rest.
I was beginning to think that you wanted a permanent part in this family loop.
I'm already permanent. When Babe and I are married, that'll just seal the deal.
You honestly believe that you have a future with Babe?
Yeah, I do. So how about we just drop the insults and get to the point? Do you love your son enough to give him back to his mother?
What did I do to deserve this? Huh? I mean, you know what my life was like before you and your mother came along.
Sad?
Tranquil.
Lonely?
Contained.
Oh, gosh.
Look, my life was great. No, it was better than great. I had my work, I had the clinic, even had people like Adam to torment every once in a while for kicks. Now what do I have?
A family? How about a daughter and a grandson?
Well, love was never an option. Especially not with your mother.
Things happen. Feelings change.
You know, that's another thing. All these feelings, it's gotten so I don't even recognize myself anymore. And what am I supposed to do with all that?
Live. That's what you do. Mama's given us both the chance to live.
So that's it then? You're just gonna pass on this chance to play hero? Put this thing to rest?
And tell Bianca Montgomery her best friend, baby thief, goes free? I'll pass. And then again, if you really want Miss Montgomery to make this deal, ask her yourself.
What if I get Bianca to go along with us?
Then we have a deal.
Please try, Ted.
Okay, what's going on? Why are you guys here?
Crystal came to plead guilty for switching the DNA test that we ran on Miranda.
And for failing to return your child.
So you're trying to cut a deal. In exchange for what?
David and Babe getting probation, community service.
So they won't serve any time? It'll be like it never even happened?
As bad as it sounds, we're not trying to diminish what you were put through.
So you want me to let Babe and David walk for keeping my daughter from me? Are you insane?
If it weren't for me, none of this would have happened. I'll take the maximum sentence.
And you deserve it. But so do Babe and David.
They would still be convicted of failing to return Miranda. That's a felony that would follow them for the rest of their lives. And Babe would still go on trial for kidnapping baby James.
Please, Bianca. I just want Babe to have some kind of life with her son. If she goes to prison on these Miranda charges, then she doesn't even have a chance.
Do I have any say in this?
You have all the say.
You're really doing this to me. You're really leaving it up to me to decide if Babe will know her son.
I don't have a choice. It's the way things stand. Now it's up to Kevin Buchanan, JR, and you to decide whether or not that baby boy ever knows his mother. And of the three of you, you're the only one I trust to put that baby's interest first.
I'm sorry. You're serious? You really intend to marry my wife? She won't be your wife for long. Anyway, why do you care? You don't want her back.
Hell no.
So then let's just drop it. Back to the reason I'm here. You win or not?
What do you want my son to call you?
He can call me whatever he wants.
No, Jamie. You want him to call you Daddy, my son.
You know, don't do this. There's a lot more at stake right now than what James calls me.
All right, you know what? Let's just get one thing straight. His name is not James. It is Adam Chandler III.
Well, it's going to stay Ace Buchanan if you don't cut the crud and work with me.
It still means a lot to you, doesn't it, Jamie? Now I know why. See, it's not really about Babe or my son. It's about you wanting what is mine. Well, not now, not ever, no deal.
How can you even ask me that? He hit me. And then he went after Bianca and her baby. If I am the best shot at getting him behind bars, I'm doing it.
I'm not saying that he should go off scot-free. I know him. I know my brother. Believe me, this is not him. Hey, you love the guy. You loved him. You must have seen some good in him, something worth saving.
The only real thing I ever saw in him was that he loved you.
Well, okay. I mean, if there's any chance of him getting better, doesn't it make sense that he does it with me? I don't know. If he goes to jail, or even worse, if he goes to prison, then I won't get a chance to help him. You can give me that chance. I know I can do this.
I understand that this is tearing you up. It's killing me. But what kills me more is that he went after Bianca. I have to protect her, and I have to protect myself, and that's by putting Jonathan away.
I'm begging you. Just don't put him through the system. He's my brother. I can help him.
I have to protect her, and I have to protect myself.
I swear on my life. I swear to you on my life that I will never let him hurt another person. Please trust me.
So, Maggie, did you have a chance to think about it?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm not going to press charges.
What did you say to her?
I have to go find Bianca right now.
Thank you. Well, what was it? Coercion? You offer her some money? What, right?
I promised Maggie, and I'm promising you, I will never let him hurt another person.
Well, you better be able to back that up. Because I remember some time ago you made the same promise about a different brother. And my sister got hurt. And Dixie about got hurt. And I don't want to think about who else might get hurt. You understand me?
How's it going? Where's Bianca and Maggie?
Why don't you ask your husband here?
Let's go home.
All of us?
Yeah, all of us. And you better say your prayers tonight, Jonathan, because you've just been given a second chance.
No, Ryan, wait. I have something I have to tell you. Thank you. Thank you. You saved my life today, and you won't regret it, okay? I won't let you down.
What? Was that your plan from the get-go? String me along, make me think you had a conscience so you can kick me in the face again? Well, congratulations. You pulled it off. You know the home videos? That was a nice touch.
Hey, I didn't bring these videos out to lure you into anything. I was watching them because I missed my brother. But I guess, like you said, that's over. My brother's dead to me. So why don't you get out of my house?
Thirsty? I could rechill the bubbly. Yeah. Figured it was lunch. You want to sit? Talk? Not talk? I'm up for whatever.
I'm leaving you.
There you are. okay?
I know what I'm asking.
I don't think you do.
And believe me, I do, and I hate it. But I have to. For baby James' sake, can you do this? You set Babe free?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
Heads up, babe. When I get on the stand today, I will tear you apart. That's a promise.
Evan, did you pay off Bobby?
You still suspect me.
Tell me why I shouldn't.
You're walking out because I still believe that your brother drugged me.